Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got more information coming out from Yemen. As I told you all yesterday, there was going to be a lot of information coming out from the Houthis, and we've got more attacks on commercial ships here in the Gulf of Aden, the Red Sea. Okay, so these two ships that you see here on your screen, the Navis Fortuna and the Sea Champion, these are both bulk carrier commercial ships, and supposedly they both came under attack just today in the last like 12 hours or so. And again, this is following from yesterday's attack that I reported, the Ruby Mar, that came under missile attack. I believe it was struck at least once or twice and was supposedly sinking. All right, so I've got an update for you on that in just a moment. But first, we're going to talk about these two ships that were attacked just today. Okay, so I'm going to let you know right off the bat that the information that's coming out for these ships, when it comes to news outlets and Western media news and Arab news, it's very discreet, and we're getting different information from different media outlets. And definitely, so the Sea Champion, they're reporting this like on Reuters, for example. I'll be showing you that in just a moment. But this Navis Fortuna is not really being talked about on Western media at all. I can't really find any articles on it, but I did find an Arab news outlet that's speaking about this. So the Houthis are claiming that they supposedly struck both these ships around the same time. And Western media is claiming that only one ship was attacked. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that right off the bat. It's kind of strange how that's being reported, but that's how these ships are being reported at the moment. Okay, so first we're going to talk about these two ships that were hit. Let me show you this article here that I found. Okay, this is an Arab news media outlet. Okay, I think it's called like Al Mayadeen or something like that. Yeah, Al Mayadeen. So they're claiming here, says the Yemeni Navy targeted hit two U.S. owned ships in the Gulf of Aden. The spokesperson for Yemeni Armed Forces details a naval operation in the Gulf of Aden, his second announcement of the day. The Yemeni Armed Forces Navy targeted two U.S. owned ships in the Red Sea, confirming direct and precise hits to the vessels on Monday evening. The spokesperson for the YAF, Brigadier General Yahya Saree, announced. So supposedly, both of these bulk carrier ships, the Navis Fortuna and the Sea Champion, were both hit directly, according to them. Okay, according to the Yemeni armed forces. The spokesperson said that the two targeted ships are the Sea Champion and the Navis Fortuna bulk carriers. He stressed that the operations of the Yemeni armed forces in the Red Sea and the Arabian Sea will continue to escalate until the Israeli aggression on the Gaza Strip ceases. Saree underlined that these two attacks mark the third and fourth major operations conducted by the YAF in support of Palestine in the past 24 hours. Earlier on Monday morning, Brigadier General Saree announced that the Navy conducted a military operation last night targeting the British ship Ruby Mar in the Gulf of Aden, utilizing several anti-ship missiles. The spokesperson reported that the operation resulted in catastrophic damage to the ship, putting it at risk of sinking. In his most recent update, Saree said that the Ruby Mar sank. Okay, so this is what the Yemeni armed forces are stating, is that this Ruby Mar ship had sank. Okay, and I reported yesterday that it was sinking. It hadn't been widely reported yet that it had actually sank. But supposedly that's what the Yemenis are saying, that the Ruby Mar ship that was attacked yesterday, supposedly it sank. Okay, so we're gonna say that for right now, and then I'm gonna show you this other article in just a minute that says the complete opposite. Okay, so we don't really know what happened here, to be honest. So reiterated that the operation was carried out in support of the oppressed Palestinian people during aggression and siege, and in response to the American-British aggression against Yemen. The Yemeni armed forces emphasized that as part of the operation, they ensured the safe evacuation of the ship's crew, underscoring that all personnel had reached safety. So, just want to recap here real quick. So, this Navis Fortuna ship is not really being talked about. Even in this article, they say here that they hit it, but we don't know the fate of the crew. We don't know the fate of the ship. All we know is that it was struck. I'm assuming that it's continuing on its journey, or maybe that information just hasn't come out yet. Who knows? It could be sinking. It could be continuing its journey. We don't have that information yet. But when that information comes out, I will notify all of you and let you know and give you an update on that. But as far as this sea champion, so same with this. So it was supposedly hit. As of this article, we don't know what really happened. But whenever I show you this other article here in just a moment, it's gonna give us some more information about that sea championship. Okay, and I'll let you know right now. This article is only talking about the sea champion. Okay, so this is off Reuters right here. Okay. Greek ship attacked in Red Sea by Houthis arrives in Aden with cargo. So look at this. So Greek ship attacked. So only one. They're only stating one ship was attacked in the Red Sea by the Houthis, and it arrives in Aden with cargo. So Aden is in Yemen. So supposedly this sea champion right here was destined for for Yemen. So they basically attacked one of their own ships. So look at this. At least according to Reuters, okay? The Greek flagged bulker sea champion arrived in the southern Yemeni port of Aden on Tuesday after being attacked in the Red Sea in what appeared to have been a mistaken missile strike by the Houthi militia. This is getting very interesting because now they're supposedly attacking their own ships by accident. I don't know how they managed to do that. Maybe they just launched these missiles or whatever they attacked it with, because we don't even know what they were attacked with supposedly. So I'm guessing they just launched them without getting any kind of response from the crewmen on board. I don't know. So shipping risks are escalating due to repeated drone and missile strikes in the Red Sea and Bab al-Mandab Strait by the Iran-aligned Houthis since November. U.S. and British forces have responded with several attacks on Houthi facilities, but have so far failed to halt the attacks. So here's kind of like a graph, which I think is interesting. It shows the amount of ships that have been traveling through, like the Bab al-Mandeb Strait is the entrance way when you're coming out of the Gulf of Aden and starting to enter into the Red Sea. There's a very skinny stretch of water there that you have to go through to get into the Red Sea, which travels up north on the on the west coast of Yemen. So it shows here the extreme drop. This yellow line here shows an extreme drop from, it looks like it was, probably about 70 or 80 ships at a time going through there. It says on a 7-day moving average. Okay. And then it dropped all the way down to 29. So it's saying here it's been a 65% Red Sea voyages have fallen. Okay. And then look at the amount of ships that have started to go around the Cape of Good Hope. So around Africa, basically having to go all the way around Africa, adding approximately about 3,000 extra miles to their journey and several more weeks to go around Africa. Look at how the traffic has dropped greatly going through the Red Sea and risen extremely going through going around Africa, excuse me. So I'm going to be doing a video here later today as well, or maybe by tomorrow, talking about the EU launching their naval coalition. And they're launching this coalition not to attack Yemen, but to basically help out the US and the UK protecting ships. It's mostly the US doing a lot of the protection of these ships right now. And they're going to be sending multiple frigates and their navies from different countries in Europe to help out the United States to protect these shipping lanes. Because look at this graph. That really shows right here how badly international shipping is being impacted. And many people may not think this is a big deal, but it is, because it greatly impacts the shipping throughout the world. It increases shipping times. Okay, it increases the chances of product going bad on the ship, and it costs more money and fuel, costs more time, costs more everything, and overall that hurts the global economy, all at a time when the economy is already struggling. Okay, we've got lots of countries coming out admitting that they're falling into a recession. Okay, so the entire global economy is already struggling, And this is only going to continue to make it worse. So I'll be talking about that more in another video. But getting on with this, so the Sea Champion, which was taking grain from Argentina to Aden. Okay, it was going from Argentina to Aden, to Yemen, basically. The seat of Yemen's internationally recognized government was attacked twice on Monday, with a window damage but no crew injuries. Greek shipping ministry sources said. So supposedly just a window got damaged, no one got hurt, thankfully. A port source in Aden and a separate shipping source said the vessel was discharging part of its cargo of some 9,229 tons in Aden before heading to the northern port of Hodeidah, an area controlled by the Houthis. So, yeah, supposedly this ship was coming from Argentina to Yemen, and supposedly they're attacking their own ship, I guess, by accident. The port source in Aden, who declined to be identified, said the attack on the vessel was a mistake. A separate port source in Hodeidah, who also declined to be identified, said the Houthis informed them the attack was not intentional. It wasn't intentional, but we struck you. I'm sorry. That's what it sounds like to me. Houthi officials could not be immediately reached for comment. The vessel's Athens base operator, Mega Shipping, and Greek shipping ministry officials declined to comment on the vessel's arrival. So yeah, that's the information we have on those two ships. So the Navis Fortuna, we have no idea what really happened there. We don't know much information about it. You can't even really find much online about it. At least I couldn't at the moment. So maybe more information will come out on that later. But the Sea Champion apparently was a Yemenis-bound ship that supposedly was mistakenly attacked. So the Sea Champion was anchored in Aden port with its last position updated at 12:11 GMT. According to data from ship tracking and maritime analytics provider Marine Traffic. The Houthis, who control Yemen's most populous regions, have attacked vessels with commercial ties to the United States, Britain, and Israel, shipping and insurance sources say. So here's some information. Let's talk about the Ruby Mar a little bit, according to Reuters. Okay, I want to give you a little update now on what's going on with that. So it says here, so far no ships have sunk nor crew killed from the attacks in a sea lane, accounting for about 12% of global maritime traffic. Nonetheless, concerns were mounting over the fate of the Ruby Mar ship, which was hit by missiles, so multiple missiles hit it, in the Gulf of Aden on Sunday, despite the crew evacuating onto another ship. So I did report on this yesterday again, just to recap. If you want to go check out that video, it's literally was posted yesterday on my channel. Hop on over there to my videos and you'll find it there. It literally has it in the title, the Ruby Mar ship was attacked, okay? In a maritime advisory seen by Reuters, commercial ships were cautioned to stay away from the area of the abandoned vessel amid fears it might sink. And at the time I reported yesterday that it was apparently sinking, okay? We did not have news that it had sunk. So here's what a U.S. defense official said. The vessel had not sunk, is what they're saying, okay? So according to the U.S., that ship, the Ruby Mar, did not sink, but according to Arab media, at least the news article that I showed you over there, they stated that the Brigadier General for the Yemenis Armed Forces, Yahya Saree, he stated that they sunk the ship. So we have seen this so many times. I have reported many of these attacks, even warship attacks, okay? I've reported videos where the Yemenis armed forces, like Yahya Saree, the Brigadier General, came out and said, we struck a warship, okay? We hit, I think one time they said they attacked a landing ship, a U.S. landing ship. I think it was Louis B. Polar, okay? And then they claim that they attacked it, right, and hit it and struck it, but yet, you know, the U.S. comes out and says the opposite. No, it was not struck. No, this didn't happen. So we've seen this kind of like back and forth play and discrete of information where one side saying one thing and then the other side saying the other. So to be honest, we don't really know what's really happening here because there's obviously a propaganda campaign too, where each side is trying to fight for information and not let certain things out. And obviously that could be a thing too. But yeah, that's what we know as far as these two ships. So again, the Sea Champion was an Argentinian, well, coming from Argentina, heading to Yemen, and it got attacked, which apparently was a mistake by the Houthis. And then this Navis Fortuna that you see here, apparently we don't really know. It was attacked. I'm assuming it was hit, according to Yahya Saree, the Brigadier General of Yemeni's armed forces. Um, but any other information online, we're not really able to find that yet. So maybe more information will come out, and I will let you guys know. But that's the latest that I have here from the Houthis. I'll be doing more videos about them coming up here very soon. Lots of other information coming out, but that will be for a separate video. But if you got something out of this, please hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to the channel, because we do put out several updates just like this every single day on different subjects throughout the world. So again, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you all have a great day. Everybody enjoy your day. Take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.